Oh, we masking?
Nah, you ruined my intro.
Oh, I thought that's what I was asking. Was we back in?
Wait, are we wearing a mask?
I mean, it's like y'all don't gotta follow my lead. Honestly, this is just a
Nate,
suggestion.
that's
I'm not gonna wear mine the whole way
okay.
through.
I'm gonna just do this.
We're just trying to
I
make sure.
couldn't breathe this whole time.
yeah.
You talking about don't follow your suggestion?
I'm gonna just. Welcome back, y'all, to the Blackest channel. This is our official podcast. As you know, we got our special guest, and this is round 2 of episode 6. So we do have the Blackest question of the week. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Marry a city boy or a city girl?
Marry a city boy or a city girl?
Can you?
Fuck no.
City Boy Summer coming up.
I will sign a prenup.
He's starting to open up the country again.
I'll sign a prenup and not let
But I guess what confused me is I know what the hell city girls represent. What the hell is a city boy?
the same thing
Same
as a
thing.
damn city girl.
Niggas living their best lives.
Playing women.
Hell no.
Slaying
Why the fuck
women.
would I want to marry that?
Why can't I just marry a nice wholesome
Same
black
thing
man?
we say about city girls.
Shit, give me a country boy.
That's what we say.
Country boys.
If she's doing all that ain't marriage material.
No, hell no.
I
You,
mean,
you.
what if she changed?
Exactly, because what is she bringing in the bag?
What if she changed?
Bag don't mean nothing to be unhappy. Let's not talk about bags.
Bag at that.
You
So
gotta
that means that you willing to do anything for some money because they bringing some money to the table. You willing to put up with anything, right?
Yeah.
I can't. I ain't gonna sit
You
here
as the
and play.
viewer
To put
should.
over somebody
As
BS,
anybody.
talking about money, bitch, keep your money. I'm
Yeah.
deuces.
Unless you gonna hand that whole bag over to me, I ain't stunning your bag. I'm trying to get my own bag.
Deuces.
But I still ain't gonna put up with your BS.
What about you, man?
Oh, no. I'll marry city. No, I'll pass.
I ain't marrying no city girl.
Because I ain't definitely not marrying a city boy.
Heck
I ain't even
no.
trying to entertain.
As
the
attractive as they may be, because that's exactly how they become city boys and city girls.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm
know how
the
to
city
play the
boy
game.
in the
Oh, yeah,
question,
they play it well.
Well, but
Ain't
anyway.
nobody, first of all, no one is going to marry a city boy. Okay, I just want to let you, unless you are a real deal, a sugar mama, and this is your little play toy.
And that ain't even no marriage.
No.
That ain't even no marriage. It's gonna be like a Hugh Hefner situation. You know,
That's
he got
like
with
a-
his
Yeah,
girls, but he had his
Wife.
favorites. Yeah, he had his favorites.
Oh my
all right
God.
then.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking.
So,
I'm just thinking about kissing an old ass man and the little.
We ain't even have to go there. The answer for me is no.
So we gotta know, and
And
we
I-
gotta. If I was a city boy, yes. If not, no. All right, so. All right, so that's funny. King, you want to go to the next thing?
She know I'm sipping codeine. That booty so mean. She know when I
It
get
doesn't
up in it,
fit.
I ain't hitting
Okay.
slowly. And
So.
That's the shit we was looking at
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. So, for our next topic, I just want y'all to make a choice. That's it. I don't want you to do anything else. I just want you to make a choice.
We just gonna look at the options real quick.
Okay? Everybody agree? Before we get to it?
Okay.
Okay.
It depends on what type.
No, I don't
don't depend. All she said was just make a choice.
Make a choice.
Make a choice.
Choice.
This
Just
means
one.
it's one of them hard
Red
options you
pill,
really
blue
got to
pill.
think about.
Nah. Yeah. I mean, you gonna have to think about it because
They all messed up.
repercussions. So,
They all messed up. Gotta be.
So,
It's about cover
I just want you to make sure
What?
that
This
your
sound like
choice
a-
is correct.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Everybody telling me lies and I ain't listening. She know I'm sipping
So
codeine.
I believe we have, what was it, 5 options?
I believe it's 4.
So,
So, let's go and talk about her.
how do
All
I?
right, so we have
Brianna first.
Brianna. Brianna is 26. She has 0 kids. She's polyamorous. And she doesn't answer your calls and texts throughout the day. Your homeboy actually beat back in high school. She's an RN. She wants sex twice a day. She fought your sister last 4th of July. Your sister lost. She drinks E&J daily. She pays every time you guys go out. She's loyal, but she don't wear deodorant, and she totaled your car.
Oh, pass.
Let's go to Giovanni.
We gonna go right to it.
Let's just get
We're not gonna let that one even sink in.
you need to let it. You need to let all of them marinate.
All right, Giovanni.
So let's go to Giovanni. Giovanni is 24. She's always wearing Timberlands. Great communication skills. Her leave out never matches her hair. She bought you a Rolex for your birthday. She Ubers everywhere. She pops perks. She has an OnlyFans account. Your mother loves her though. And she has 2 kids, 1 baby daddy. She owns a daycare though. And her baby daddy fights you whenever you have to pick up the kids. But her head game is 10 out of 10.
Shit, it's only little perks.
I mean,
Let's
shit.
move on.
Shit.
No, we gonna let it
Timbs
marinate.
kinda suck.
Let it marinate. Let it
All right,
marinate. Let's
go.
move on to Keisha.
She can beat
This
that.
is Keisha.
Damn.
Keisha is 22. She has 1 kid. She cooks better than your mama. She never cleans a house though.
Nah.
She's a born again virgin. But she lives with her baby daddy in a roommate type situation. She wants to be married to her next sexual partner. She's supportive of your dreams. She's always asked you for money though. She has you blocked on social media. But she is a rising makeup artist, y'all. And she put you on with a better plug in Cali. And she can sing.
What you mean she put you on a better plug in Cali? What's the plug?
The plug is
Whatever you selling.
Yeah, whatever you doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever you
Want
need a
some
plug
kilos
for.
or-
Keisha.
That's your plug. Maybe if you're selling hair, she can put you on a better plug.
I may not give 2 fucks about you, but that plug could come in handy.
All right, so just remember, we got another suggestion. Drum roll, please. Let's get to her. Her name is Tatiana.
That says
Oh, wait,
Tiana.
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 Tiana. Hey, alright. How you doing, baby?
I was trying to make a foreign, but I guess not.
She do got some
Tiana
ass.
is 28. She's an A&R representative at QC Records. You know, that's Quavo, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Quality
And
control.
she fucked by rappers, but she co-signed for Your First House, though.
She slipped right past.
She
that.
never fully wipes
Dang.
her ass.
Nah, bruh.
She got into it with your mother last Thanksgiving, and you haven't talked to your mama since.
Oh, hell no.
She lives in a 2-bedroom
loft.
downtown. So she got cash. She has a 14-year-old son, though.
In one of those rooms.
And excuse this next part, but sometimes her pussy smells during sex. She never lies though.
Should have skipped over that part. Like the other shit.
She doesn't shave, and she lets you drive her Bugatti.
Keep that shit.
Lastly, she will cook dinner for you every night. Please make your selections now. Will it be?
No, we got one more. I told you I thought it was more. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. This is all of them.
Damn.
All right, so we're just gonna skip by the options again.
Can I please go back to my show, please? This was what is it called? The one where the X Factor? Is that what it's called? Where they walk off the bus?
I don't even remember. It's a long time ago, bro.
That was MTV.
A long time ago, though.
Wow.
So if
Long time
you
ago.
had to choose, which ones y'all looking at?
Show ain't Keisha. The dang show ain't number 1.
Brianna.
The show ain't her. Hold on. Go to number 2. What number 2 got again?
I'm gonna go with Giovanni. I choose Giovanni. I can fix her leave out.
I'm finna say that leave out. I got you, baby. I got you.
What's a leave out?
When you got a whole weave and your natural hair is left out to smooth on that weave,
Yeah, and it never blends.
it never matches. It's all right, baby.
I mean,
I
we
pay
can
for
get
it.
Easy fix.
We can get her off the perks, okay? It's a
Oh,
process.
a little bit of
okay?
perks.
She's still young. She had game
Fight
10
the
out
baby
of
dad
10.
every time.
And I'll whoop that ass.
Say,
I'll whoop his ass.
if I'm whooping this nigga ass every day,
Exactly. Like, let's get this.
nigga, eventually you gonna get tired of falling down and getting back up. So
Exactly.
But that's assuming you could take the nigga though.
I can take him.
I know I can,
Alright,
and if I
okay.
can't, some I can.
All right, okay, got confidence. Okay.
I have a lot.
No,
I'm ringing bells for me. Is that I want that plug. Like I don't go fuck about
yeah,
you.
you want the
Bro,
plug,
you want
but
the
she
plug,
live with her
but she want
boyfriend.
you to marry her. She still stay with
We
her
ain't-
baby daddy.
We
Still
ain't
fucking her baby
marrying.
daddy.
We ain't marrying.
But
shit.
you ain't having sex with her either.
Sure ain't. I just told you I just want the plug. I ain't.
So
fuck
that's
all
who you choose. No, this
I'm
is
not choosing
This
her.
your part.
Go to the fuck now. I would not.
The first one is
choose
the
her.
one that fought the sister, right? And then
Yes.
the one that fought
And
the
the
sister.
sister
Yeah,
And the sister lost.
Yeah, the sister
yeah,
lost.
she was out of there to get go when I heard that. But you gonna fight my motherfucking sister, whoop your ass.
As pretty as she is, she just for me, she don't wear deodorant.
Deodorant I can
And
deal
she don't
with.
even answer your text.
I can deal with no text. You ain't gotta answer me all the time.
You need to text. No,
Which one don't answer the text?
you a hoe.
Oh yeah, Brianna.
Listen, she fought
Oh,
my
her.
sister and she lost.
Oh, you talking about her? I thought
I
you
mean,
were talking
she
about
beat
the
your
other
sister up.
And she totaled your
You
car.
totaled my car.
When she,
Damn,
oh,
you do
damn.
look good though.
I
boy.
forgot that at the end though.
You totaled my car with
She
fuck.
totaled your car. And she's polyamorous, so when she not answer the phone, she could be with somebody else.
Exactly.
But that's just
No,
something
that
you
just
gotta
mean
deal with.
that she okay
Because
with
she's an RN. She's a registered
Us seeing
nurse.
other people, you know what I'm saying? Like we fucking
No,
around.
no,
but-
that's an open relationship. Polyamorous mean like she okay with like having multiple people in the relationship.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I ain't okay with that
Oh, my bad.
I ain't
my
okay
bad,
with
my
that.
bad.
at all.
Damn.
She okay having a girlfriend with her boyfriend,
Yeah, nope,
and him being the boyfriend of the girlfriend.
absolutely not.
Joe, like, that's something to think about.
I want to sit there and say something
Like,
nice,
damn.
but I'll be quiet.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing to say.
And say
Nah,
she got a
her ass.
say
Okay.
she got an OnlyFans
I
account.
just need y'all to make y'all choice. Because I chose Giovanni.
I go with Gio.
That boy. Easy fix.
What's the last one again?
Oh, Tiana.
I mean, to be real, Tiana got more going for her than it's
She
depending on how you trying to be with her.
rep. Like she a
I mean,
whole
Yeah, she
representative
got
at
a lot
QC
of
Records.
shit going on with
I
her.
mean, you can get her to start acting clean and shit. Cause tell her to cut all
They
that
say
shit out.
sometimes
you
her
hang with them
junk
rappers too
smell
much.
like you ain't
During
going to the
sex.
gynecologist. That's what's wrong.
That's what I mean. You just gotta tell her
She
eat
can
more
get all
fruit.
that right.
Oh,
drink
she
a lot
go
of water.
get checked.
And she got
Yeah,
a
that
14-year-old kid, and she work at QC, so she probably working a lot. So
Oh,
she,
and her past is her past. So what if she fuck 5 rappers?
I'm gonna be the 5th. I'm gonna be the 6th rapper. Shoot.
I
That's why I'm
fucking
talking
with
to
me.
you.
I might be the
First
7th.
She
Shit.
co-signed my first house.
I'm not
I ain't
married,
see
baby.
that
Like,
part. Never fully
Yeah.
wipes her
I don't
ass.
see
That
why I
means
would
she
be
got
with her if I'm not
showered
trying to be a
multiple
rapper.
Times a day.
Mm.
Like I can teach you how to wipe your ass now.
But she got into it with your mama last Thanksgiving and you ain't talked to your mom since.
See, now that's enough. Hell no.
Yeah, that's a no. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Can't
right
have-
there.
ain't
I
have
can't choose a girl over my mama.
No, hell no. Nah, that right there, I think that's what kind of threw her out the loop.
Yeah, I cancel her once.
That's
I
what
heard
I'm
that.
saying.
All right, so Tiana definitely gone.
That was my
Brianna
out.
gone.
My out
Yeah,
with
she told her my
Keisha.
car she going. Yeah.
Keisha's
Yeah, I can't-
gone.
Total the
I
car.
was
No,
with
she
Giovanni,
fought my
man.
sister.
Yeah,
She
Keisha
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with Keisha.
Keisha,
Right.
ain't
That's
no.
why I choose Giovanni because Giovanni,
fucking
she own her
baby
own
dad.
daycare. So what if her baby daddy try to fight me? Her head game is
Damn.
bomb.
She got
Ain't nobody
bread,
worry
yeah.
about
She's
the
a
head
10
game.
out of 10. I am.
She got bread. She
Shit,
got
I could
perfect
get off
head.
them
Oh yeah,
perfect.
she got 10 out of 10.
She's
on
a
the
My
10
head.
out
friend,
of 10
my
on
best
your
friend
head
didn't
game.
beat me back in high school.
I ain't
Like-
worried about the hair game. I'm just
This
saying,
shit-
like, you on the what I'm looking at is the perks.
She got an
Like,
OnlyFans,
okay.
but the biggest catch up is what she got on
Go
the
ahead and put
OnlyFans.
this- put the
She
ear.
popped
Yeah.
perks.
You can get
She
off
can,
that.
we can put her in rehab. That shit's straight.
She may Uber everywhere, but I got a car.
Shit, I got a car too.
We all know somebody or got a friend who do way worse than that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we can, me and Giovanni, we can
Exactly.
get
I
through
can rock
that.
out with you though, Giovanni.
Yeah.
I can rock
She
out
has
with
great communication
you. I
skills.
can rock out with you.
And
I can put her on some new shoes.
You bought,
Okay, she don't need to be wearing Timberlands.
you bought
all
my
the
first.
time.
You bought me a Rolex for my birthday. I thought with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you thought about me.
Yeah, she got a daycare,
She
so
can
shit.
rock
That's probably the
Timberlands.
first of
We'll
many
find some
things
Timber
coming
She
Hills.
soon.
own a daycare.
All right,
That's
so
the whole
I'm rocking
thought.
with
Yeah,
Giovanni.
I want
I've been chose
Going
Giovanni.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody agree on one?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
Because
with
I know
Giovanni.
Nate was looking for at Brianna for a while.
I
So.
think Giovanni was 2.
Yeah, she's number 2.
She's number 2. We going with number 2.
Yeah.
Giovanni.
Yeah, I have to probably go with number 2.
Diaz.
I have to go with number 2.
I like Giovanni.
That shit I can fix.
Go, girl.
I can fix him that shit.
Yeah, you can get it just a whole weave. Like she don't need no leave out.
Shit. Send it to the Hustle and Beauty over there. Come on.
You're right. You can do her hair. All right. So
Sound about right. Sound about right.
moving on.
Hustle and Beauty.
So
shit.
we have our he's super great. But Diddy says that he will not. Well, Diddy says the black vote will not be free this election.
Black vote will not be free this election.
Yeah, because I don't even know what that means. Like,
Oh, I know. What
he
that
already
means.
paid us.
Fuck, get it.
I'm saying we ain't vote yet.
Nobody voted. That's what I'm saying. Trump sent out a stimulus package so that everybody can
Oh,
vote
I
for
mean,
him.
that don't mean
Yeah,
shit.
but that's
That's
cheap
your-
as fuck.
Like, we not even better than
What I'm
Canada.
saying is
With that.
that's the. I'm not saying we cheap as hell. We all know that we in Canada. But what he's saying is, oh, I gave the American people $1,200.
I'm happy. I'm glad
You
he's
should
happy
vote
with
for
that.
me.
All right, let's just see what Diddy said.
That's what he's saying.
The black vote is not.
That's a lot. That's supposed to be a lot of money, though. What
The black vote is not going to be for free. We're going to have to see some promises. You know, what are we getting in return for our vote? Nothing has changed for Black America. And in order for us to vote for Biden, we can't be taken for granted like we always are because we're supposed to be Democrats or because people are afraid of Trump. It's whoever's going to take care of our community, whoever wants to make a deal. It's business at this point. You know, we can't trust politicians, you know, so we want to know very clearly, just like Trump made it clear that he wanted to build a wall, Biden needs to make it clear that he's going to change the lives and quality of life of Black and brown people, or else he can't get the vote. I will hold the vote hostage if I have to.
You said it here, said it first.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
You can't do shit. You can't hold
No.
your fucking vote.
You can't hold your vote hostage. Your whole vote,
Yeah, we
holding
can.
your vote is just not voting
Yeah, that's what I did last
or
election.
voting for a whole independent party.
I surely did last
I'd
election. I
rather
couldn't
not
for
vote at
neither.
all if I can't vote for who I want.
Because
That was
and
nobody.
honestly, I understand what he's saying. Cause like there's been really no president that's really done a lot for the Black community.
Ever.
So it's like y'all want our vote because we populate a lot of America. So it's like,
Can you pass
what
the
are you
bottle
doing?
on this one?
But no, seriously though, like I like Biden. Don't get me wrong. He's Obama's, wingman. But at the same time, he's just Obama's wingman to me.
Talking.
He wasn't in charge.
He wasn't. And how do we know what he told Obama? Yeah, Obama made some major changes. Okay, that's good. But mainly people liked Obama just because Obama was Black.
Exactly.
And I respect that. I
Biden
voted
is
for
just
him
Robin.
because
Superboy.
he did
Kid Flash.
yeah. But what I'm saying is he did actually make
Iron
sure
Man.
Americans did have health care. That was like a real deal thing.
Yeah, but then they turned around and hated on it.
But Trump canceled it. Like, and
He got
then
in chair. Oh,
when
this
people
is-
started getting
this,
upset,
this,
like,
this,
oh,
this.
this is gonna cancel
Come
my
on,
benefits. Like, you need to learn who you're voting for. You need to actually study who you're voting for, because even though if you don't feel like your vote don't matter, like it
really
does.
Yeah. Because if it didn't matter, they wouldn't go through all the tactics of getting rid of votes and voters and all of the stuff like mail-in votes and stuff like that. They wouldn't go through the effort of getting rid of them if they didn't count. And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna vote for a person who's gonna give you just one check of $1,200 for a whole crisis, when we just had an Asian man who wanted to figure out a plan to give us all $1,000 every month. So just
At
think
least.
about that.
At least.
But the Democrats did propose a $2,000 a month that they haven't passed yet.
They haven't passed.
$2,000 a month for every citizen. They was quick to pass the one to buy out businesses because Trump's business was listed on that. They passed that very quick.
All them big businesses was labeled as small business.
Right. But why do you need to do a business bailout when they don't have to pay taxes?
They are not hurting for
They
any
do
money.
write-offs.
That's
what I'm saying. But the small businesses is paying a shitload of taxes. And then you got...
Because they trying to cancel them out.
Exactly. Like Amazon made over $1 billion. Didn't pay no dollar in taxes.
Didn't pay shit.
How you don't pay taxes when most of that can go toward the community?
But that's what they're saying. Like, that's what they do.
Yeah,
that's
Small
exactly.
people gotta pay while the
That's
big
what they
people
do.
just sit back and
Exactly.
collect.
The rich
That's
stay rich
bullshit.
and the poor stay poor.
And I feel like
that's why they
I feel like that's why the Democrats are trying to take back over because of what Trump don't put in place. It's like you trying to make it seem like you for the American people, which Trump been on this earth for 70 some years and he been getting over on people for so long. So I feel like he know that eventually people gonna forget what you did to them. You do one thing they like that seem like you benefiting them, and they gonna fall right back into the palm of your hand, and that's what people doing. Like, people forgot, you voted for him. Then you turn around because he said something about small businesses. He was finna be helping out small businesses. Then all these small businesses shut down because he couldn't do what he said. He couldn't keep the promise that he gave. He was just focused on building a wall.
He's just a puppet.
Politicians.
He's a puppet, but he can do that executive order or whatever he been doing majority of his time in the office. If he really wanted it, how he been abusing power, he could have really did it. But he chose not to, and I just wish that people would pay attention, to stuff like that, because he don't get $1,200. First off, let's look at the people who've been out of work. Exactly. You've been out of work.
$40 a day.
Exactly. Like you literally been out of work all this time. You waiting on these $1,200 to pay your rent. Your car note due, your insurance due, your cell phone due. You probably ain't got no food in your house.
You still gotta eat.
But here's the thing.
Exactly.
After that money gone, what's next?
Nothing.
Well, he wants you to
Right
put
back to the
most
struggle.
people. What they're doing is the reason they're actually opening up everything back right now is because they want you to put this stimulus check back in there.
Exactly.
Back in the community.
But you're willing to put people at risk on their
People
health.
are losing right now.
The
same people y'all.
Speaking of,
Yeah, man.
no, for
People
real.
are losing, man.
The people always. We're the people. We always lose.
We voting for the people who politicians can never be trusted. These fuckers is nothing but talk.
But you do have some, like, I feel like one that would have been really for the people would have been Bernie.
Yeah.
Man,
Bernie Sanders.
Anyone that's really good for the people, they somehow either get killed or something else happens.
I
There's
feel like
always some bullshit.
I definitely would have voted for Uncle Bernie.
I would have voted for
I
Bernie.
mean, he would have still got my vote after Yang, but before Yang, Yang would have had my vote. I would not hold my vote from Bernie Sanders because I do feel like, my personal opinion is, I feel like we need to get Trump up out of here if we could get someone better. But we already in the shit anyway, so it don't matter.
I feel like Bernie, if you really look up what Bernie been fighting for, like, all this time, that's why they call him the hardest person to work with as a politician, because he's not one to be bullied. He will stand on his word. That's how he is. He's not easily persuaded.
And he's a little touched in the head.
Maybe.
So is everybody.
But you're right. He stands strong on what he say, and that's what I can respect about a man. You gonna stand on what you say.
My word is my
And you've
word.
been the same way for all these years, and like when you see his track record of what he's been fighting for, that was actually who we needed. As a black community, that's who we needed.
Yeah.
We looking for one person to do
Biden
a
on
group job.
his smirk on his face just make me just like, I can't trust you.
We as blacks just need to come together as a unit and stop just, we need a leader, we need this. We don't need a leader. We just need us to come to an agreement, because we all us carpenters, welders.
How can we all come into an agreement when
all these different fields? we can make things happen, but we can never come to an agreement because everybody wants to be boss.
When you say coming to an agreement, as far as what though? Like coming to an agreement as far as what?
Making a change.
But
we
not
can't.
Everyone wants to see a change. I just want y'all to remember that.
And not only that,
just because you black, not all black people feel the same way.
Right.
Because I seen a girl the other day was like, I'm voting for Trump because he brought back all of these jobs and I'm from the country and I feel like he's doing great.
She heard somebody else say it. She heard somebody else say that, and that's why she run with it. Because that's what half of the people do. They hear somebody else say something instead of looking up facts for themselves. Because, not to call them slow, but you know,
it's just do your research.
Yeah, all you got to do is research. Like you can see easily on your phone what they have done and what they haven't.
Yeah, it's right there in black and white.
Exactly. It's public information.
So the fact that we still on this, let's move on to our next topic, because the next topic is, of course, Trump is being sued for denying stimulus checks.
Oh yeah.
And he's had, like, if you're married to an immigrant and anything like that, or what is it? If you don't have your, I think it's your social security, but you've been here, even if you've been here.
Yeah, if you're married to an immigrant who don't have a social security number,
you don't get it. Your whole entire family will not get a stimulus check.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, he's
Oh yeah. So.
Oh, he should definitely be sued. Like, how can you be a leader and put people in that position? Because they say, from what I heard, nobody in Puerto Rico got a stimulus check.
Nobody.
Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
But he's not the
president
of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
He don't consider that real.
He don't because he was like, I met with the president of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I remember that.
You are the president of Puerto Rico,
Just
stupid.
like he met with the president on the Virgin Islands.
Yeah, like a straight dumbass.
You are the president.
But he represents nothing but racism, and anybody, which if I'm talking about any black person that can sit there and be like, oh, I'm voting for Trump, I'm with Trump.
Oh, he definitely gonna.
I ain't gonna tell you to lynch yourself, but bitch, you stupid.
Because you're stupid as hell. That's basically what you're doing. I'm not basically saying.
That's what I say. I wouldn't tell them to lynch themselves, but I'm gonna tell you, like, bitch, you stupid. Like it's you a whole retard.
It's like you are if you don't want to live your best life, just get rid of yourself.
Basically, like,
I'm not gonna lie, Jess. If Biden was to win, it would just feel like more of the old stuff again, though. That shit, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean by the old stuff,
though? I would have
though?
voted for Biden if Michelle was with him.
Oh, he said he'll take Michelle in a heartbeat, which I know he will, because her advisor will be her husband.
Michelle Obama supports.
Her advisor will be Mr. Obama himself.
Exactly. So yes, I would love.
I would vote for her hands down.
Man,
I'm not even gonna sit here and joke with.
But Biden already know if he was to get Michelle, he would definitely win the vote, because that's even though President Barack cannot get back in the seat according to their law, because they can only serve 2 terms at the max.
Technically 10 if you take over.
If the wife is in the chair, technically he's serving another term, because that's who's going to be advising. And Michelle Obama, not to take nothing away from her, she's phenomenal, freaking intelligent, like impeccably intelligent.
You already know if her speech was stolen.
Man, she's.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Like shit. That's how dumb the president candidate is. Like the whole presidential house. It's so dumb. She pulled something we did back in high school. We just gonna sit here and plagiarize somebody.
A shot to Michelle Obama,
Mrs. Obama.
Oh, damn! You the one that pulled yours. I thought you pulled it.
Yeah, I took it.
Yeah, you should have waited.
Why?
That ain't my fault.
Why would I do that?
Yeah. Cold blood.
It's a cold world.
Ain't that cold? When you got a coat.
You gotta go.
In about an hour.
Okay, well, we'll be done before that.
Tomorrow Friday.
And I'm off. I'm going to my hair. I'm a short.
Oh, you off?
I'ma really whip the shit we're going back and
Must be nice.
Sorry.
Must be nice.
So let's go.
Let's do this to Miss Michelle Obama, you guys. Make sure you edit that first part out. Drinks.
Love you, Michelle.
Everybody telling me lies and I ain't listening. She know I'm sipping codeine. That booty so mean. She know when I get up in it, I ain't hit it slowly. And your bitch
That shit still burn. Alright, so y'all, we have a declassified UFO video. Actually, videos, plural. So I do want you guys to check this out. Because I seen one earlier today and it kind of tripped me out.
Oh, these are the videos?
I mean, yeah, like basically, like a lot of these videos have already been out already. It's kind of crazy, like they had already been like out already for a little while now, and I guess like they say like now that they quote unquote felt like the information out there doesn't leak any secrets or vulnerabilities to the country, so that's why they declassified it, even though it had already been out for a while. But shoot, that just shows that they're willing to hide a lot of shit
because they feel like we should know it.
Or they quote unquote don't want to cause a panic.
No, fuck that. Let people know, because y'all dumbass panicking.
I mean,
why you shooting that shit
like
in outer space? I don't see some stuff with that.
Mr. President. Oh, wow.
One thing I am confident that our government does is whatever relations it has to do with UFOs.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's shooting the motherfuckers down or actual like Men in Black shit where they shaking hands and got an agreement.
Yeah, about the
about their secrecy and shit.
Alright, I believe that. You ain't making a movie about it.
I'm not gonna lie. Can y'all
like
please
that.
Explain what I'm looking at?
Them are UFOs, supposedly. And your boy got it where you can actually see what it is. So, and it's not supposed to be there, obviously. But you can look at it. And
This guy's like either in a drone or he's like flying a jet.
And whatever he's looking at is not moving, nor going up, nor going up and down. It's not doing anything. It's sitting there. So,
He is
Oh,
moving.
wow.
it got out of there just that fast, though.
So did you guys see the other video? It's been all over Instagram where it was just sitting in the sky,
and the
a
guy with
complete
his kids?
circle.
Yeah.
And to make sure that it wasn't edited, he put his kids and he was like, "Say hi to the camera because this is not edited."
Yeah.
So this is another one.
I just saw it today.
Hold on, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Wow, you can actually see the tail of the plane, of the ship.
Saucer.
That's a saucer, right?
That shit look like Star
That thing
Trek.
is
That's
huge.
not LNS though, is it? It's not. I don't understand. Well, if there's another thing, it's rotated.
What's your paternal side?
Just rotate it.
That was the coolest shit I've ever seen. Excuse me. I like Star Wars and Star Trek, so that was really cool for me. Do I want to be probed? No.
I'll be proud of it, man. I like Star Trek. That sucker moving. Y'all see it? Look.
Is that in the water?
He trying to catch it. It's
Moving
moving.
so fast.
They got him.
Did you box moving target? No, I took an auto turret. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow.
Boy was like, I got him.
That was, I'm not gonna lie, like, if aliens do come to the earth,
Oh, they here.
well, they already here. Yeah, you're right. You are definitely correct.
They here.
When you're right, I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah, but remember, I will say a couple years back, a few years back, it was some time ago where there was this video of this black man, and he was proven to the news station that he could actually call aliens. And And everybody laughed at him and stuff like that. So he stood out there and he was saying, I don't know what he was saying, but he was like, like show yourself type jump. And then they laughed at him. They lit the camera up to the sky like, oh yeah, it ain't nothing. And next thing you know,
they popped up.
He
was praising him. He said you have to praise him.
Man.
I think that's what he said.
I know I had to do something with praise because the way.
But you gotta think about it. Most people actually consider and this is just my own personal speculation. Humans are like just how most people see roaches. Like humans are roaches because if it comes from a different alien race, like they already have all this higher technology than us, and they would like to experiment on us. But I think about just like in the Bible how the angels were jealous that humans had souls and they had the right to choose.
You know what made me think aliens was way back in the day too, according to the Bible? When the Bible spoke about the wheel within a wheel. And I used to always picture that in my head. When you say a wheel is a circle. Within a wheel, another circle. And it was just moving. So they're moving opposite ways. You got one going this way and one going that way, and it's moving a wheel within a wheel. And it was descending from the sky. A wheel within a wheel. How do you explain that? Can't explain it.
Probably not with the understanding back then. But
even now,
I'm just looking at this one comment. I think Kevin kind of said it best. Like, people always ask why won't the government tell us if aliens exist? Because we were told there was a virus coming. All you idiots bought 6 months worth of toilet paper in the first 2 days. That's why.
I agree with Kevin.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin because that was stupid.
Because
that was very stupid to do that.
I really didn't understand why toilet paper was so important. I'm not gonna lie. Because it didn't relate to the virus at all. Like it really didn't.
It didn't. You could have bought it in moderation and still been
toilet
fine.
Paper, but you did not buy any type of vegetables or fruit. Anything you can freeze. You can freeze potatoes.
A mask.
You didn't even buy that.
You couldn't find a mask after you bought all your toilet paper.
Certain people were buying masks out for fun, as y'all will see in our previous podcast. But I'm just gonna move on because that's a touchy subject. So there is something that is happening, of course, amid the whole coronavirus impact. Of course, they will be reopening Florida as they have been reopening other states as well. I don't feel like they should be reopening Florida to anybody. The fact that they even opened up the beaches and people flocked to the beaches. And y'all still expect people to do social distancing? Like y'all really think that's going to happen? And you're going to minimize the stores to like 25%? But you still allowing people to eat in and dine in at restaurants? Like,
well, the number of cases is still going up.
Still rising.
They have not started.
So, I will let you idiots go out there first.
I'm going to say this. I'm just going to touch on it real quick. And I ain't going to say nothing else. I feel like Governor DeSantis has been bullied this whole time about his decisions with Florida. And the reason why I say that is because remember the whole thing that happened with the votes and stuff like that. So I feel like they're holding something over his head like, we got you in. You do what we say. Type crap.
That's all.
But DeSantis really don't want to open back up the state. One, but I'm saying they criticized him about so-called closing it down too late. No, it's not too late. It ain't never too late. You close it down, the numbers stop. Remember when I was telling y'all that it was coming out saying Florida was supposed to hit its peak like New York? But when he closed it down and pretty much stopped everything, it never hit those numbers.
But
it didn't.
I'm surprised mine.
But now I know we definitely are.
If we open back up now, which I feel like he's being bullied to open everything back up.
Aren't we opening up on Monday?
On Monday. It's just restaurants, though.
Restaurants.
That's what I mean.
And retail stores.
That's what I'm like. Think about all the people who are like, oh my God, I need to go shopping and I'm just going to go in the store and go touch on everything. And then there's the other people who are just like, I'm going to wipe my nose on your fucking hanker.
They need a number.
But I'm gonna say it like this: the people who when everything open back up next week, if you are one of the first ones to go out and be like, oh, I've been needing to go shopping for so long, oh, I've been wanting to go sit out at a restaurant, I don't want to cook, let's go out to eat. You are the test dummy.
Basically,
you are the testers. Why you think they doing 25%? They trying to test the waters. Exactly. And if you're not smart enough to realize that that's what they're doing, they're trying to see if it's still, going to spread like wildfire, or if not that many people are going to get it. Like, you're going to have a few people that do get it, but it's not that many.
So just so y'all, I feel like what they're doing is they know everybody has their stimulus checks now. These restaurants are failing. These retail stores are failing. So yes, they're going to open it up because Florida still needs to be popping, just like they do in Atlanta and Texas. Like New York is still closed, of course.
Of course, they're
have
actually
people dying like constantly.
Are they not shut down indefinitely, or is that New Jersey?
I can't speak. I'm not sure.
I think it's New Jersey. They're shut down indefinitely. For right now, I just seen it yesterday or this morning. It said indefinitely.
Probably New Jersey.
I want to say it's New Jersey.
It could be New Jersey, but I also think
it could be New York. I was gonna say it could be New York.
I do believe it. The only reason I believe it's New York because even at my area where we're considered essential, we don't have anything going in New York at all.
Then that's it. Gotta be New York. Then I knew it was one of them news.
One of them news.
But I just think I feel bad for people.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares about the people, literally at all.
You know what? One thing I will say, the governor of New York. He does care. Andrew?
Yeah.
That's why Trump has a problem with Andrew. Because he won't be a puppet.
Trump has a problem with New York in general.
Man, Trump has a problem with anybody that won't do what he say so. And that's why I know that DeSantis is being a puppet. He's doing what Trump didn't want. Because they do need a certain amount of people to die off. I personally feel like, and I'm just going to say I personally because it's not a proven fact, but I do truly believe that they are trying to kill a lot of us off. They're trying to kill a lot of us off, and they're trying to push fear in people by lying about the actual numbers of the coronavirus. Something else could have took somebody out, but they're going to label it as coronavirus because, they had pneumonia. They had pneumonia before the coronavirus came out. But you're going to label it as coronavirus?
Yeah, they mark everything as
but
coronavirus.
Everything is marked. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, sometimes they don't even have to have a test to be labeled that they died from coronavirus.
Right. And that's why Andrew Cuomo was just like, I'm the governor of this city. And I'm finna do it. Pretty much like, I'm finna do what's right. I'm finna do what I gotta do. And he was just pretty much like bump Trump. That's why you've been hearing about Trump blasting the New York mayor. But that mayor he's seeing his city falling apart and people dying everywhere. Refrigerator trucks being ordered to put bodies in. Come on, man. That man doing what he's supposed to do. Like,
trucks, U-Haul,
everything. Like, that man need to be reelected because he trying to make something. He trying to shake something without the government, without the president. I ain't gonna say the government, without the president on his side. The president would just want to talk about him on the internet because he's a big dummy.
And he talk about everybody. So like, let's not act like that's something special. Like, I feel like if Trump talk about you on the internet, that's just what he chooses to do because he ain't got shit to do.
But
because he trapped inside.
So what? Wait.
So what I'm saying is, in reference to what you're saying, like, Trump want to talk about him on the internet. Trump talks about anybody who goes against him on the internet. That's just what he did. He went after, who was it? CNN? Because they report fake news.
Right. It's just I guess it's just the way you said it.
Probably. Not gonna lie, I'm a little lost out because I don't like. I really.
We ended up talking about Trump way more.
Exactly, and that's like my only thing. Like, so, like, I'm really trying not to get frustrated, but like, I really hate talking about this man. Like, I really cannot stand this man with a passion. Like, he's just a horrible person.
And she come back another 4 years.
No, the hell he ain't.
And that's what I'm saying. But that's like, most people don't realize, like, that is exactly what Trump is about to do. That is like what he's doing is he is real deal stacking his numbers up. Like, he is still out there like, I'm the best, vote for me.
We know he's still out there, but that don't mean everybody gonna vote for him because he still put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths from the previous.
Well, what I'll say is, we'll see.
Alright.
We'll definitely see. But what I do want to see is this next topic is it don't even really have anything. It's called, what the F is this? That's it.
I've been people shit with my eyes, but I don't hear a thing. Everybody tell
I don't even know what to say for this. Is that? Wow.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, first of all, this is just another fucking toy that adults use. They're just making it more and more high tech.
Okay.
Because the women have one too. So
Shit squirted.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what that was.
that was the spitting.
It was
That was
spitting.
supposed to be the spitting motion.
Oh, so that was a mouth.
It was supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but you can choose to do it. What? You know what? Let's just move on because I don't want to talk about it. Because I don't got time. Let's move on to Black Panther, y'all. So, Black Panther 2 might not have Chadwick Boseman.
Boseman.
It's Boseman? Yeah. That was Boseman. Anyways, it might not have Chadwick Boseman in it. How do y'all feel about Black Panther 2 not having him actually as Black Panther?
Not have him in it.
Damn, I don't want to watch it if he's not in it. If he's not gonna be the actor, then no.
But what if Shuri takes over? Who? Shuri, the sister?
That's not Black Panther.
What if she becomes the new Black Panther?
I'm good.
How? Black Panther's the man that was with Storm.
My nigga fought to get that title.
I'm good.
He fought to be king.
I'm not gonna watch it. Not if he's
I would
not.
still watch it, but I wouldn't be as excited because I know Black Panther. Like, you need to be bringing in Storm in this Black Panther.
I honestly do feel, I agree with you.
It's messed up.
It's from what I see, bro, it's part between a pay dispute. I think he want to be paid what he's fucking worth, and
What they willing to pay.
and also because he's looking a lot. I don't want to say sicker, but he looks a lot smaller. I'd say.
I feel like he's doing it for a role.
I hope he is.
Yeah, they don't just do drastic changes like that unless they doing a movie role. Unless they on drugs.
Exactly. I ain't want to say that
I don't think he's on drugs at all.
I freaking hope not.
I don't
But
think
Oh no! I don't think he. Like, who said he was on drugs?
No, I'm saying, like, when they go through drastic changes like that,
Just
as
like,
far as their looks, to go real small.
What is
Oh
his
no,
name
I just
from
think he's.
Batman?
I mean,
Bell.
Christian Bale. He got super small.
Yep, for a movie role.
Yeah, where his only diet was like fish and rice or something.
I think
Like
he's
that.
the machinist.
So freaking small, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. And then he gained all that weight
Or
for
the
Batman.
mechanic.
A lot of actors do that.
Yeah, but that,
oh my god.
that's crazy, man.
And the thing is, like, y'all just paid Brie Larson more money to stay as Captain Marvel, and like half of us don't even like her. But like, you don't want to. But like, to even think that y'all would argue with one nigga here about getting his money because he brought you more money than her ass.
Billions.
Like, yeah, or brought you $1 billion on his back. You know, like, come on now.
And if you give him his role back, man.
My whole thing is
Pay him what he worth.
it's about his skin color.
Always. It's gonna always be
They feel
about
like they
that.
gonna find another black man that's anxious to blow up, or that they know that they can pay pennies on a dollar and still make money off of him until he realizes he can get more money.
And do the same exact thing again.
I feel like they should have paid Terrence Howard what he was worth in Iron Man 2.
As they should have, because it's Terrence Howard.
Like, they found a damn good replacement, but they should have, you know, I fuck with Don Cheadle, but they should have paid him what he was worth. Like, I mean, he gave he gave Robert Downey Jr. that role. He plugged him in for that role, and then from what I done read, he wouldn't stand with him when he said he wanted more money to be roadie for Iron Man 2. Like, they was supposed, like, he knew they was supposed to fight and all that shit. Like in the script. Like, so like they didn't want to pay him what he was worth, so they just got Don Cheadle and replaced him.
But you gotta remember, like, it's Don Cheadle. Like,
it is Don Cheadle, but come on, like
but he
like,
has
that's
a
what
reputation
we just
for,
replacing
like,
niggas.
That's his. Listen,
Like,
Don
niggas
Cheadle's
who will happily work if you just pay me what I'm worth. Well, we just gonna replace them. Like, we just replacing niggas.
Okay, so have you ever heard of what is it? Low expectations, high results. You ever heard of that?
I've heard that once before.
So with Terrence Howard, you put him in, but they was like, oh, if we can get somebody else and just pay him what you wanted, then that's a high result, because Don, he kills every fucking role he does. Like, every role he does, it doesn't matter. So he's a high ass result. So it could have been for the best.
I'm just saying, you should have supported black business.
I get that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I get that, but I also do not kind of respect Terrence Howard because he is abusive toward women.
I mean, we're not talking about that.
I mean, I get that. And you're not talking. What are we talking about there? Are we not talking about the person itself, or are we talking about, like, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the fact that he had
his
established himself in the role. He gave the star actor his position to have that role.
That ain't my fault.
All he wanted was to get a bigger check. Like, hold
on,
Robert was getting a bigger check.
Hit this one more time because I gotta.
Like, that's all. I'm not talking about him as a person. Like, that could have been Will Smith as Rhodey saying he wanted a bigger check in the next movie, and then them replacing him with Martin Lawrence. It's like, yeah, you gotta like, I can't be mad with who you got.
Let me explain something to you.
Like, I gotta get used to a whole new Rhodey. I already gotta get used to a whole new Hulk.
I don't care. Okay, so here's my thing is, if you put me in, oh, congratulations, say we rapping, and I'm a better rapper than you, but you put me on, you mad at me?
Why you ain't looking out for me? Cause if
what do you mean?
If my raps put you in the room with the producer, like, or the damn record company who signed you, like, why you ain't looking out for me?
Think about the man who actually put Kendrick Lamar on and he took off, but this other rapper not. It was J-Rock?
I mean, no, let me not lie. I mean, like, he put TDE on first.
Okay, so
and
he
then,
put
so
TDE
in
on,
a way,
and they
I can say
introduced
that,
Kendrick Lamar. So, like, if J-Rock is Terrence Howard and he put on Kendrick Lamar to be Iron Man, can you be mad at Kendrick Lamar for sticking to his role? Cause he getting paid?
But he got all the other white actors way more money though, cause he done held he done withheld him signing on for more movies unless everyone, including him, again, got paid more money.
It's true, I get that, but I'm still gonna say that I feel like Don Cheadle was a great replacement.
It was, but we didn't.
I mean, maybe he's making. I don't know how much he made more than Terrence Howard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's substantial. Of course.
Oh, well, of course.
Substantial.
Okay, so if they don't feel like he's worth that, would you pay him?
Wait, you saying if he don't feel like that, or are you saying?
No, like I'm saying as the movie producer, like if you don't feel like he's worth more than what he's asking for, and you know you can get a better replacement, because like let's be honest here, if you work for a company for 25 years, you die the next day.
But the only thing is like, why would he not be worth what he asking?
Because it's Don Cheadle.
I mean, but Don Cheadle wasn't even in consideration until Terrence Howard said he wanted more money. So up until before Don Cheadle, like Terrence Howard said, okay, Robert getting more money, my nigga Robert getting more money. Let me go talk to these people, make sure I get more money too. This is the sequel. We made history for him, lay down the foundation for their whole plans. Like shoot, they want to see me get in the suit. Remember at the end of the movie, he was like, he looked at the suit. The last scene in the movie was like, next time.
Time I get.
So like, he did. Yeah, so like he don't know. He's setting up everything. Like he deserved that. Like why would you give someone else that role? Like, and he did such a good. He didn't do nothing bad in that movie. Like I never heard one bad review of.
What he did.
Yeah, Howard.
Because Terrence Howard is a good actor too. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but if you went out there exploring your options, that's kind of like I just feel like it's really is a situation where someone really like, oh, I deserve more, and it's like, but what if I don't really got it, even though because they just paid everybody else out. But I want you to remember that Terrence Howard is black too.
And we talking about
and
Disney.
This is but this is Hollywood.
This ain't Hollywood. This is Disney. You know they got it. You know they got it.
But they don't want to.
Robert Downey Jr. knew they got it. That's why he was held his role to make sure all the other actors in the Avengers had got paid more money.
Okay, so
I've been an Avengers fan for a very long time.
I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna agree to disagree because I really am looking at it as a business perspective. Like
they paying
this movie just became
per episode for all their Disney Plus series.
Do you know for a fact that they said they were not ever gonna get, like, he was not gonna get a raise for the next movie? He was just not gonna get a raise at all.
That's why he left.
That's why he left, because they said what? Because he got a raise, or because the raise was too low?
It was because they wasn't giving him what he was worth. Like, I mean, Terrence Howard made Hustle and Flow. He done already got awards. He done made a whole. He'd have been out there because he worth way more than Robert Downey Jr. back then.
Okay,
that was the movie that made him.
That made Robert
Downey Jr. Not Terrence Howard.
But okay, so let me say this, because you're not letting me talk right now, because right now you're just kind of yelling at me. So what I'm saying is, just like Childish Gambino saying, what he said was white people start off with a blank slate. No matter how much bad shit that they did in the past, whether they're worth more, when they walk in the room, they are worth way more than us. Always. So if the fact that you made the mistake, and I feel like it's a mistake, you put that shit on your shoulders to get him in there. He got the raise and you stayed where you at. And then you got a replacement because you was like, I worth more. I get that. You really may be worth more than that. But I can get somebody better.
See, alright, that's that white man mentality. Right
I'm literally telling you how the game go. I'm not sitting here trying to be like, that's white man. I'm letting you know the game.
Yeah, I mean, I know the game, and that's clearly what had happened.
All right, so I'm not gonna say. I'm definitely not gonna say where I'm at. I'm not gonna tell you what I do. But my boss, my biggest boss, my boss that got promoted to be the boss, took over our company, right? His boss went over to a whole other side. still kind of in the same level. But when shit got tough, they put Homeboy back in his spot to take over both spots. And let's just say the black man got the short end of the stick because he got furloughed. So he didn't get it. He didn't get an opportunity. He didn't get an opportunity to prove himself. So he did not have a blank slate. When you don't have a blank slate, and I feel like white people do have an advantage of being white because they do have that blank slate. Yep. It's like if you walk in the room, if I walk in the room, like, what the fuck is she even doing here?
But I'm saying we not talking like that though. We talking about
I'm letting you.
Terrence Howard was in the room first, and he let him in the room with them.
And you,
so like,
you cannot get mad because you made the mistake of putting another nigga on.
He ain't mad he put another nigga on. He mad that they replaced him. And I worked at a job that I was at for 4 years. Then been promoted and all that. And then the first time I got out of line, they replaced me with another nigga with the same first name as me and put him in my seat and everything. So like I know how Terrence Howard feels.
Okay, so that's Terrence Howard, but Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because that's where we were.
Yeah.
I do not feel like Black Panther will take off without him.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna go back because you brought the shit up.
It could.
But has Iron Man succeeded without Terrence Howard?
Yeah, Terrence Howard wasn't the star of that one.
Yeah, I was finna say Terrence Howard wasn't the star. If Robert Downey Jr. would have got replaced, would it have still been the same? The only one I seen really do good was Spider-Man because you got so many different characters of Spider-Man.
So do you see what I'm saying?
Right, but you don't have many different characters of the Black Panther or of who we were just talking about. I can't even remember his name. Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man was Iron Man the whole time straight through. Mm-hmm. And he did like Johnny Depp, where he got a large percentage of the movie, like the actual earnings of the movie.
This is real deal, like Aunt Viv situation right now.
He got a very large percentage. He did what Johnny Depp did with the Pirates of the Caribbean. They did the same thing. And the only two that I know of that actually did that to where they made a ton of money.
And also, they also chose Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. over Edward Norton too. They had because Edward Norton wanted what he was worth to reprise his role as Hulk in the Avengers because he made Incredible Hulk and they hit their goal with that. And then Iron Man came, I think, what was it, right after that or right before it, one of the two. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like Iron Man, like it broke the records and Hulk completely hit his goal and all that shit. And he just wanted more money and they was like, nah, we'll get another one. Damn. Shout out Mark Ruffalo.
Damn. Wow.
And this is.
I like Mark Ruffalo.
I like him too. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say it, but like this is what I'm saying. Like sometimes you may have a higher self-worth. I get that. I definitely get that. Like I'm not sitting here like I get that. But don't act like the Aunt Viv situation did not happen.
You say fuck your feelings.
I'm looking at this shit like it's more like I'm not even gonna lie. Like if somebody if I had my own business and I'm already giving you the benefit package and everything else and more, and then you come up to me telling me, oh, I'm not finna come to set until you give me this, this, and this. Okay. I'ma just call somebody else because sometimes the sequel is better. I'm not finna lie. Sometimes the sequel is better. But in this situation with Black Panther, I do not feel like it can really, like Cammy said before, the momentum for me has died down if they don't bring him back.
Yeah, it will die down.
It will. I agree with that completely. But Terrence Howard, You can't be a sidekick trying to get in the show. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
I finna say, you
like,
can't.
You can't be the sidekick
you can't.
trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to get the most. Like, no, like, it's not about you.
Like, you ain't the star. You're not the star.
He was trying to get what he was worth as Rhodey, knowing he was gonna have a bigger role in the next movie, which Don Cheadle did. You know, whoop Tony Stark ass Dorothy took a suit. Decked it out. Painted that bitch over.
I'm gonna just move on. Cause I can't even tell you if we agreeing or disagreeing at this point. Like, I don't.
We agree.
Okay.
I'm about to say that.
But disagreeing at the same time.
Like, I don't know no more.
I'm
let's
just sitting there
move
quiet
on.
listening. Like,
because I'm just like, let's just go ahead. Let's move on to the next topic. So just so y'all know, there are 200 doctors coming from Cuba who are going to Africa to actually help with COVID-19 patients. And I respect that so much.
Yeah.
The fact that they're actually going over there to go help. Like, and there were other doctors who've actually flown in from other countries to go and help, just like in, I believe it's Italy, where they were, I forgot where they were from, but they actually came in and they immediately started helping people over there in Italy. Like, because they had so many nurses and doctors actually dying from getting COVID-19. And
don't take the shot, man.
Well,
not unless you already know you got it.
Exactly.
If you don't, you just don't take that shit.
Yeah, if you got the flu, go get the flu shot. It might help. But
I don't recommend that shit.
But I respect what they're doing because I like the fact that, like, it's horrible that we're going through all this shit right now, but literally this virus has brought the whole world together.
In a way, yeah.
In a way, exactly. Like, there are actually, like, there's been retired nurses and stuff coming in. Like, in New York, it's been retired nurses and retired doctors coming in to go back to help.
Yeah.
When they could just care about themselves
and stay home. But that's just not them.
I'd rather they do it than America go there and do it. Cause shit, we already done heard what they was trying to do.
Oh, bleach.
I'm good.
Clorox tablets.
I mean, well, we know what America has already been doing over there, and we know what Europe is trying to do over there. That's what I was trying to say.
But I think this is a real good thing. I feel like this is really going to be beneficial to a lot of people. Like, for the ones who aren't getting tested on time, like, this gives us an opportunity to reach out.
I've been balling lately, niggas feeling like it's 2K. I've been getting top from your bitch, that's a toupee. My dick stay all in my finger, just call it toupee. And I can't kick it with these top bitches because they all fake. I can't kick it with.
We are calling on all South Africans to wear a face mask whenever you leave home.
I mean, that's an essential.
Our clothing and textile industry, including small businesses, are gearing up to produce these masks on a mass scale. Let us continue staying safe.
It is. Like, it's
Thank you
hot.
for all that you've done
But
and
then
continue to
they're
do.
saying that there are studies that saying
May
that
God
drinking and
continue to bless
smoking,
South
I did quotation
Africa
marks, I don't know why.
and continue
But
to
drinking and
protect it.
smoking actually
I think-
gives you a higher risk of getting COVID-19.
That's true. Because you overworking your
Really, man?
Yeah.
It's like, dang, wow.
The lady over there looks so, like, can you go back? Can you go back just a second? The lady over there looks so disappointed. Like, really? You can't put on a face mask? Look at her face.
Look, like, wow.
She's like, she's just blinking like, really?
We are calling on all South Africans to wear a face mask
I'm saying, like,
whenever you leave home.
He's trying to demonstrate.
Our clothing and textile industry, including small businesses, are gearing up to produce these masks on a mass scale. Let us continue staying safe.
let us continue staying
Thank you
free.
for all that you've done and continue to do. May God continue to bless South Africa and continue to protect her people. I thank you.
Can I ask why he put it over his eyes first?
Oh, I didn't know what he was doing. He didn't have a clue. But, he was gonna figure it out because he just showed people be confused how you get through.
Alright, so we're gonna bring this to a closing with our final topic of the night. So South by Southwest is being sued for not returning tickets to the people who actually produced, like who actually bought the tickets to the concert and everything. They will not be returning their money.
Because money was already spent. Because South by Southwest is known to be big every year. So whoever got the money was like, well, I'm going to spend this because we good.
Oh yeah, dead. You talk to the birds.
But they tripping because as a business people, you keep money in reserve just in case of stuff. So you know, you don't know the unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's disrespectful for you to be like, oh, you can't get your money back. Nigga, if I paid $200 for this fucking concert and it ain't happening, you better give me my fucking money back. How is that fair?
Yeah, you're right.
Hey man, but
nothing's really fair in this world.
When they say no refunds,
oh yeah,
they do
They
say
do say
no
refunds. No
refunds.
So I don't see how you been sued.
Refund. You
They
just
do
thought
say
you was
that.
really gonna be there until COVID messed it all up. So
This is why you should, like, see, that's why I personally never buy anything in advance, because I don't know what the hell my life gonna throw at
but I
me.
better not see that. No cancellation, no refund policy. No, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
What I mean is, I'm not finna sit here and buy some tickets to the concert like 5 months early because I want a good ass seat. No,
I mean,
because I don't know if I'm gonna go.
most of the time it really actually works out. You got those people who are dedicated.
That's
this
like
is the time they want to go. They go.
Yeah, but that's why I sold like a 75% of people, because life throws wrenches at everybody. So a lot of people can't make the concerts. That's why you see a lot of like empty seats.
Right, but you can still sell the ticket. If you know you can't make it and you bought it 5 months in advance, you can sell somebody else your ticket. You can sell it at a discount.
Yeah, you could. But,
you can find someone else.
yeah, exactly.
But it's like
so
something
your
like
for your prices.
Something like South by Southwest, people gonna buy it. Everybody used to be. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people used to go to South by Southwest. So South by Southwest is for upcoming artists. That's what it's for.
I just feel like it's just disrespectful if you don't pay me back.
I mean, but how if it's not refundable?
Again, I think, like, I'm just saying here as the morally right thing to do.
It doesn't matter about morally right. You read terms and conditions before you made the purchase and hit that final button. Then go ahead and give me your money.
I just want to point out the fact that it's crazy how y'all think like this about South by Southwest, but y'all don't think the same way about Terrence Howard and me being a business person. Just saying.
This ain't the same thing.
I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
He wasn't asking for no money back. He was asking for more money. Complete opposites.
He was asking for a reasonable amount of more money.
A reasonable amount?
Yeah, they didn't know what Iron Man was
you know
going
what?
to do
Let's
until
not
it did
go
numbers.
back into this, okay? Because I still...
Shake it off.
Yeah, we just...
Shake it off.
We're going to shake that off. So, there is one more topic that is, of course, if they just willing to pull this up for us. It is, the title is pretty much, what the fuck is wrong with her values?
Her what?
Her values.
Values.
So where's her father? What's going on with him?
Let's do it.
That's the last one. So we're going to do one final shot of the night. No. Kiki will. Nate?
He's off tomorrow.
Please don't try me. I ain't with the fighting. I had the bullets raining on them like it's lightning. I'm busy counting bands, making
She's 9 months. So where's her father? What's going on with you guys? He's in the hospital, so yeah, he's very ill, so I'm looking for like a stepfather.
What?
Wait, so you broke up with him while he's in the hospital? I didn't break up with him.
Were y'all not together when he went to the hospital?
Yeah, we're still together.
Wait, okay.
I'm looking for like just in case. A stepfather just in case.
Just in case if he passes away?
Right.
Are you serious?
Damn.
Yes, Kendra. You have to have one in the chamber, Kendra. Come on.
Wait, shouldn't you be holding him down? Why is he in the hospital?
I can't go to the hospital because it's like, all the hospitals are shut down.
Not allowed. Not allowed in.
Okay, how old is your daughter? Hey, but shouldn't you be waiting to see, like, is it not looking good?
It's not looking good.
Are you a comedian?
No, Kendra, I'm not a comedian.
I'm serious. This is serious.
I'm serious. We have a type of relationship that's like, we're very realistic. My husband is much older than me as well.
How old is your husband?
To the dirty bitches.
He's 65. He'll be 66 in a month or less.
Whoa,
a little bit less than a month.
Fuck?
How old are you?
20-something.
Wow.
Why does it go a little further though? I wanted to see how old she was.
I'm just.
She don't have any value.
She don't have no values. Okay, so.
Man, the way I see it.
Okay, I'll let you go because I'll leave mine for last.
I feel like she's a youngin'. She's
young.
in her 20s,
I
early
believe
30s.
she was 31 from another video I saw.
She has a child.
And he was 65.
She's with somebody over half her age.
Wow.
So
Twice.
Oh, girl said she'll keep one in the chamber.
Just continue.
I thought you said twice. I thought I just said that when I said over half. That mean twice.
I'm sorry, we keep going.
Yeah, you got.
I didn't mean to fuck you up like that.
Let her finish her thought.
Wait.
Let her finish her thought.
I feel like what she trying to do is like, okay, for him to be that old messing with her, he probably had a whole grip control over her, like full control. Usually when you see an older man with a younger female like that, they run their life, they can't do nothing like that. I'm talking about that man know why he chose somebody younger. So it's like she's already ready to get moving on. Like it seems to me like, yeah, it sound bad when she's saying it, but it seemed like she been tired and she ready to move on, so she can actually feel young and not feel like she's trapped in a situation. She's already looking. Talking about his stepdaddy. No, it ain't stepdaddy. That ain't what you really looking for. You looking to be free. Then you say it ain't looking good.
She tripping.
It sounds like she got her hopes up.
Let me.
She could be.
No, I'm not. I'm sure. I'm really not trying to be rude, but I feel like she really did enter that older man relationship, that sugar daddy relationship, based on just that. She wanted to be taken care of. So the fact that he dying, or could be dying in the hospital, and she so ready to move on. Like, did you really care about this person?
Nah, she didn't care for that dude.
That's what, like,
she probably already wanted a baby.
Exactly. Or she could have already had the damn baby.
She said
her dad is in the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, the 65?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he was a real shooter.
He was a real shooter. But But I feel like it's wrong. Like, I feel like you shouldn't enter a relationship if you're not even finna sit there and try to fight for the person. Like, there's people who literally be on their deathbeds all the time and they don't give up on them, and what happens? They come back. But you don't even want to try?
Yeah, but if this man come back and see this video,
dead.
So I'm gonna go with she definitely ain't got her values intact.
She don't.
Ain't no values.
Because she already already looking for stepdaddy. She don't even want to mourn. Like, you ain't even in mourning. Like, what the fuck is your grief period?
You already wrote them off. Like, bitch, I'm free. No, you're not.
I can't even fathom what it would be like to be one of those who can't see their family members while they stuck in there because you're not allowed to visit them right now. Like, and they could be dying and shit. You're still not allowed to go in there and visit them and shit. So I can't even fathom what it's like to process that. But I mean, I just can't imagine hopping on Facebook Live with someone with thousands of followers and saying, I'm looking for a stepdad while the father's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because that shit is wrong morally.
That's just messed up, man.
Yeah.
She was looking for a way out.
That's just messed up.
I'm just saying, she
like,
moved on.
Cold-blooded, though. Like,
she just went, so she
that's
went.
messed up.
I want to know, are they married?
Like,
Is he crazy enough to marry her? Do he have kids already who are grown? Is there a will?
I'm pretty sure he do if he's 60-something years old.
You say he's 65?
Oh, she don't claim him as a husband.
He's 65 years old. She 31?
Yeah.
Ain't no telling them what's going on in this situation.
No. All right. So
probably older than her daddy.
Definitely, like that. That's man. I'm be quiet because that's the craziest part. I just think it's really tripping me out is the fact that she was just like, so I'm looking for a stepdaddy. What? Like he's still in the fucking hospital.
No, it's not looking well.
It's not looking too good. Like, I get it.
Right.
I get it. But damn, you don't even care? That's my only issue. And everybody know who Kendra is, because Kendra was the one that whooped Natalie ass. So,
that's her?
Yeah.
Shout out to Kendra. I didn't know that.
That's her?
Kendra. Kendra, you can't tell her thing?
No, I was trying to figure out who when she got older. That's what it was. No,
Yeah.
Portia whooped Natalie.
Oh, yeah. Kendra was the one that was like, wait.
That ain't the same.
Yeah, you right. That is Portia. Never mind. My bad, Kendra. That ain't you. All right, y'all. So that is actually all we do have in store for you guys this week. Make sure you guys shop at headtrauma.us and follow us on our weekly podcast, anchor.fm/theblackestchannel, or wherever you want to search for your podcast. We are called the Blackest channel ever, or the Blackest podcast. Please subscribe, of course, to our Patreon account. Just donate $1 a month so that way we can keep going. Definitely please subscribe below so that way you can see all the content that we do have, including our bloopers and our features and everything else that's behind the scenes. I do thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Blackest channel ever, and peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, I get that dope and then flip it. I fuck that bitch and then quit it. Don't waste my time smoking midgets. Got Tampa Bay on the fitted. You know I'm smoking strong. I'm toking weed out the bone. My bitch, she love my cologne. She just can't leave me alone. My baby mama was tripping when I was trapped on probation. A nigga got locked up. She bailed me out and then left me, but I ain't give a fuck. I went and caught me a brick. Sold about 3.5 and smoked the rest of that shit. Yeah, I'm the illest little bitch. Can't name a nigga like this. My flow like Pop, Wayne and Webby on that 2000 shit. Little niggas look up to this like I'm their father and shit. I should be 21 the way I slaughter daughters and shit.